Good evening, everybody. 21st Century Jedi here. Um, Back playing Wing Commander Privateer. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. Um, I'm I'm still upright, so I'm happy about that. Sometimes that's the best you can do is just be happy that you made it through another day. So um, I won't bore you with details. I've had a very rough physical weekend in terms of like the way my guts have been churning and stuff like that. And people in the house have been sick as well, so it hasn't been for a pleasant weekend here. But there's always tomorrow. Hopefully, I can, you know, find a better tomorrow in my future, and hope it's sooner rather than later. So, um, with all that said, we are on Cross 4, which is the third to last mission in this series. Um, I'm probably gonna, if I do manage to get through all three of these missions tonight, I'm probably gonna wrap it at that. I'll save the adventure text game for the next session. Um, on this particular mission, it's I don't want to spoil it too much, but it's supposed to be a tough one. So hopefully I can get through it the first time around, and then the second to last mission should be fairly easy, because it seems pretty straightforward, and it's just really you got to get to point A to point B. It's nothing really big for that. The last mission will be you know the one that ends it all, of course, and it's going to be a tough one. But I think, like I said, if we can make it through this first one, we should make it through the second one fairly quick, and then we can line up for the last one to hopefully wrap this first privateer up. So let's go, since we're already set to go here. All right.
Business treating you well?
Sure it is. Destination. Where are we heading? We are heading to... All right, so like I was saying before, in the last stream, we're going to have to make 4 jumps to Delta Prime. The assumption is that we're going to be able to jump directly back to Delta and then back to Ryganon. Otherwise, our ship just can't do it. So let's go ahead and make that our course, and let's get things started. Oh, we got rocks. Stay away from the rocks. Rocks are bad. Let's see, what else did I do this weekend? Did a lot of TV watching. I do that sometimes when I'm feeling anxious, and when my innards don't want to cooperate nicely, then I typically want to try and do nothing else than just to unwind and just not think about stuff, especially not think about what I'm feeling. So I'll usually like watch something on TV or watch videos on YouTube or whatever, just something that I feel like doing to get my mind off of whatever it is I'm feeling. So I don't know who these are, but I'm just gonna run away from them. Because we gotta get to here. So I actually did watch a combination of things over the weekend. I finished watching the Grand Tour, all the episodes up to date. That was on my to-do list for a while. I wanted to watch the guys and kind of catch up on all the stuff on the Grand Tour. I really do enjoy that show. It's sad that it's almost done. I think they have one special left. I don't know if they're ever going to do another one after that, but It's just magical seeing those three just goof it up there.
You're about to suck voice, buddy.
Fine. Let's play. I could run from these guys straight for the nav point, but I don't feel like doing that today. I do need to warm up. Ah! Are you kidding me right now? Not a great start. Let's see, I did watch the Yukon women lose to Iowa.
This crate's about to explode.
Didn't get a chance to watch the Yukon men. Probably going to try and catch them tomorrow night if I can. If not, follow along wherever I can. I know I'm supposed to stream tomorrow, and we have the eclipse tomorrow, so there's that. I do plan on seeing the eclipse with my family. Don't know how we're going to do it or where we're going to go, but we're going to go and witness it. We've got glasses for it and everything. So that's nice. What else did I watch this week? I watched Free Guy. I caught Free Guy. It was on Disney Plus. I liked it. I liked the movie. It was funny. Some good stuff to laugh at there. I love the premise of it. I think it was a cute story. It was a cute story. I liked it. I would definitely watch it again. I do recommend people watch that one. It's a good Ryan Reynolds flick, you know. And he never disappoints in my opinion. What else did I watch this weekend? I started watching Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, The Curse of the Black Pearl. Didn't get through that one. Where are they going? What else did I watch? I'd started watching Futurama. Not that I've never seen it before. In fact, Futurama, when you go back to the days of Adult Swim on Cartoon Network, and when they used to have the combination of Family Guy and Futurama back to back, it was usually like the 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock hour. Crap. I can't break away because I have someone knocking at my door. Who's knocking? Is it you? Can I even pause this? Alright. Be right back, folks. Okay, I'm back. Um, just had to say goodnight to somebody. And I'm getting attacked. So what I was saying was about back in the, I want to say it's the early 2000s. Back in the early 2000s, Cartoon Network used to run um, Family Guy and Futurama before they would start getting into some of the other cartoons that they were running. Whatever it was, it could be Dragon Ball Z, it could have been any number of anime like Inuyasha or whatever. But the ones that I remember that made me feel so comfortable, and I say that word deliberately because that's what the feeling is a comfort. You know, it's like wrapping yourself up in a warm blanket and sitting in your favorite chair or something. You know, it's that feeling that you're like everything feels good right now. The temperature's perfect. Um, I'm don't feel any pain. Um, Stuff like that. And that's what watching that hour of Adult Swim really felt like to me. I never knew what was coming after. If it was going to be again one of those anime, and a lot of the anime was really good. It's just some of the stuff I just didn't know what I was expecting, you know. But with the 9 o'clock hour or the 10 o'clock hour, I think it was, you knew what you were getting. You knew you were getting a episode of Family Guy and an episode of Futurama. And for me, you could get some good laughs out of both of those shows because they strike home sometimes. They still hit the modern day stuff, still make you laugh. Um, the writers for those shows, I just they're really good. And I found that comfort really necessary during those times because um, when I was when I was enlisted in the army, and there was a span of about 9 months where I really didn't have a lot of TV or I wasn't able to call on cell phones. I wasn't able to do a lot, and to try and find comfort when you're in this place, away from your family, away from your kids, um, just not knowing when you would see them again, being without them for so long, it it was really tough. So you try to find those little things, those moments of comfort that connect you back again with the people that you love. Like, for example, and I know I'm going on a roundabout tangent here, but um, when I was in basic training, if I got a letter at all from my wife at the time, I got pictures from my kids or something. It was a blessing. It was huge. It instantly lift your spirits. I'm not fighting you guys. No way. Oh, no, no, no. Crap. I lost Afterburner. I don't want to do this, but I have to. Ugh. Lock.
Before you blow, will ya?
Alright, Afterburner's back. That's what I get for alt-tabbing. Get away from me, you punk. Come on, droid, fix things. Now.
Damn, you're ripping me apart.
Okay. Let's take a moment here. Let things repair. Sorry. I lost track of my story there. I'm sorry. What I was saying was that when I got mail when I was in basic training, it was a miracle because it uplifted your spirits instantly. When you didn't get that stuff, when you couldn't contact your family, because you'd get maybe a 10-minute phone call once every week if you were lucky. And most of the times I wasn't that lucky. So the next best thing I could do was to, how do I put this? To try and connect with them in ways that reminded me of home. So something as simple as like when you go for your morning chow, and they march you to, into the dining hall for your morning chow or whatever it was. Those days that I could pick it, I would do something like just get a bowl of Frosted Flakes. Just simple like that. Why? Because I knew somewhere in the world my kids were probably eating Frosted Flakes. And it was just that little connection. Knowing that I could be eating the same cereal with them on the same time. It made all the difference in the world to me, and it just kind of brought me closer to them. The same thing, I'm trying to relate this back to watching Futurama, because it brought me that same comfort, even when I was in the Army. When I was stationed and I was with my family, it felt better, but I had that same dread every Monday morning or every morning, Monday through Friday, really. I would have that dread of I have to get up at 5:30 in the morning, find all my gear, get ready for the day. Don't know what kind of crap this day is going to bring, because when you're in the military, sometimes you have really good days, sometimes you have really crappy days, and it can be totally unnecessarily not your fault, But it happens, and when it does, those are the days you dread, because you don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to, face any military punishment like Article 15s or UCMJs or any of that stuff, right? So it's stressful. I'll say that it is stressful. Even being a single soldier in the barracks, it's stressful because you have to
You're nailed, pal.
stay on top of everything. You have to clean the barracks. You have to do things. You have to deal with personalities that often mesh or clash with your own. So how do you work through all that? How do you manage to do that and stay stress free? Some guys, they would drink. Some guys, they would smoke. You know, it's tough. For me, I was living in a apartment basically with my wife and my kids at the time.
Yeah, you're nailed, pal.
This punk, you're going for it.
Yeah, you're nailed, pal.
Bite it. Had enough of you. Next. Great, we have more to face. I really didn't want to ram him. Now I'm damaged again. Um, so, like I said, I was living in an apartment, and like I said, I had my family with me. That was great, but I was the only breadwinner of the family. Um, so everything was reliant on me staying um, staying out of trouble, earning that steady army paycheck every week, not getting docked for any pay, for any, stepping out of line or anything like that, because you could, that was the thing. The leadership would threaten you sometimes with Article 15s and other problems, Um, Path of Exile, really? Wow, I haven't played that game in forever. Um, they would threaten you with like Article 15s, UCMJ actions if your uniform wasn't straight. It's just it's insane how much stress they would put on you sometimes, and they do that partially to make sure that you're squared away, and partially to make sure that you can handle the stress if you're deployed to a combat zone. Right? So I get it. It doesn't make it any less stressful. So one of the ways I would de-stress, or where I would find my comfort, was in that little one hour block of Family Guy, Futurama on Adult Swim. And knowing it was there at 10 o'clock every night, I knew I could turn to that. And even if I had to go to bed after that, I was like, you know what? It's fine. Everything's going to be fine. You know? Oh, these guys are bad news. I want to get out of here. Definitely want to get the heck out of here. I gotta find a way out. I have to try and navigate through these asteroids without hitting anything. The good news is they're hitting rocks too. Just kind of have to go in random directions here until I get out of the rocks.
You are hardly worthy of my fire.
They are on my tail though. Not good. I think I can outrun them now. But just having that little block, that 1 hour block of comfort. Even if I had to go to bed after that, I still felt like, okay, all's right with the world. We're all right, and I could get my mind off of whatever was stressing me about the next day, about the Monday blues and stuff. And that's why I do this channel. That's why I play these games on Sunday night. I'm hoping that this kind of brings that same type of feeling to people where they can, hey, chill out, watch this funny guy watch him crash into, asteroids while he's fighting Kilrathi, and laugh at him. And if that makes you feel better before Monday, then my mission's complete. So the game is going okay. We're moving on to Delta Prime now. And of course we have to fight things. Of course, we always have to fight things in this damn game. Never fails. Gothry. I've lost track of how many missiles I have. I'm pretty sure it's not a lot. I've been banged up here. I might have to use some missiles here. Son of a gun. Come on. Come on. Come on. They're just hitting me hard here.
Fight back. There is no honor in slaughter.
I have 8 left. That's not good. Not good at all. I'm trying to try and save them. Alright, pal. Let's go. You guys are really good at this. Didn't want to do that. Don't have a choice, though. Yeah, it's not going so great. But we're still alive, and we're going to jump to Delta Prime at least. Every jump has been a fight. It sucks, but that's the game. Strangely enough, I have not felt much like playing video games these past few days because of how I've been feeling. It's a little bit frustrating, honestly, because I like playing video games, but when I don't feel right, I don't even feel like doing that. And that makes me worried a little bit. So it doesn't really help my anxiety when I don't feel like doing the things I want to do. It's depression. I get it, but at the same time, it's hard to switch that off. And that's unfortunately where I'm at right now, is trying to be able to switch these things off in my head. Are you kidding me? No, I'm not playing this game. Not. There's one left? You're kidding me. You're moving slow, too. What the heck?
You are hardly worthy of my fire.
Don't have a lot of front armor left. I have to wait for my repairs to take effect here. Yeah, I did play Path of Exile a long, long time ago with my friend. We were looking for I don't want to say a Diablo clone, but we were looking for something that was like a D&D type of game that could. It was. I think the biggest appeal to us is that it was like Diablo, but it was free to play. So we didn't have to pay any money. We could just download and play the game and just try and see how well we could do with it. It's been literally years since I've played, so it's certain. I'm sure it's certainly changed a lot since the days when I played it. We have our shields back. Still waiting for the rest of it to come back now. I'm gonna cruise. I almost guarantee when we get to this nav point, we're gonna have to deal with more fighters and stuff. I've got 4 missiles left. Guns have been beat up. Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Alright, just a jump drive at this point. Okay. Not the way I wanted this to go, but we're ready. Let's fight our way through this one. And there's rocks. Rocks, rocks, rocks. Always rocks. At this point, what I have to hope for is that... No, this is beyond hope at this point. Don't... Well, okay, alright, alright. Let's see what else we can do. I kind of really have to play quick here. Stinks that none of those hit.
Fight back. There is no honor in slaughter.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't see myself playing Path of Exile anytime soon. I really don't want to grind another character, unfortunately. It gets frustrating how many times you have to fight enemies in this game. Like, they do it on purpose just to make sure that you have a really tough time. But sometimes it's just ridiculous. Like, you just cleared this nav point out in the previous mission, and now you gotta fight through more crap. Like, why? These guys I'm running from. There is a blue ship out here, but I don't really want to mess with them. These are darn pirates, and I don't want to waste my time with them. Line up. Turn around.
This crate's about to explode.
Seriously? How are you guys able to hit me? Leave me alone. Little insects, man. Get off of me. You. I need to finish you off. Next. Why won't you just die? Alright, nothing got through. That's good. I'll try a different tack this time. This time we're going to run in this direction, stay away from the asteroid fields, and then try and auto our way into that nav point to avoid a fight. Go a little further. I'm going to take it down to about 40,000 away from this point, and then we'll cut over to our nav point. That'll help us clear the asteroids. See, so now we're lined up. Our autopilot will take us straight to nav 5, avoiding nav 2, which I believe is an asteroid field. So that's one fight you can avoid, which I want to do at this point. This one I cannot avoid because it's A, in rocks, and B, going into a jump point, which is never good. You guys just don't quit, do you? Fine, we'll play your silly little game. Die.
Dump your cargo before you blow, will ya?
Well, I can run into more of you. I can certainly do that.
Dump your cargo before you blow, will ya?
Come on, punk. Ah, there's no rocks out here, is there? Ow! What the hell hit me? Armor's still holding up. I swear they're going right through asteroids now. Good. Looking good. Alright. Going to Gamma, and then we gotta go to Delta Prime. Good evening, everybody out there. I hope you're doing well. Trying to beat those Sunday blues. I've got them myself. I hope you guys don't. Curious to what everybody else does to try and find their comfort zone. If you guys have that, I was talking about it earlier. For me, it's a go-to, like watching, a familiar TV show or a movie or something. That would always get me in a place where I didn't have to think about the stress. I didn't have to think about the pressure or the anxiety that was in my life. So I'm curious to hear what you guys do for trying to get away from that stress. If you do something like that, if you watch a movie or TV show, or you play a video game, or you do something else, what are your ways of trying to get out of the stress zone and put yourself in a better frame of mind? Love to hear what you guys say about that. I'm gonna try and run from these guys. If I can run from them, that's less I gotta fight. Of course, probably have to fight them back on the way. Well, maybe not on the way back. May not have to deal with that. They are right on my tail, aren't they? I'm just trying to afterburner in bursts here just to get to that destination here. I think I got it now. Once you get out of the rocks, you're good. You can outrun them. Yeah, and that's the tough part, Foxfire, is trying to figure out like how do you get your brain to not think about the stress? It's like sometimes it's like trying to get your brain to think about not breathing, It's tough because your mind's locked in on it. Like for me, my mind sometimes locks in on how bad my stomach is feeling. And when it does that, I can't think of anything else, and it's tough, and I really want to get my mind off of it. So I have to do something like watch a show or anything to get my mind to look at this thing over here. Just it's give your mind a shiny object is what it's all about. Give your mind a shiny object. Oh, look at this over here. Don't think about what you're doing over here. It is playing tricks with your mind, but you kind of have to do that sometimes when it comes to your mental health. Drouthy, huh? Great. Let's play with a Drouthy. And he's gonna run away. You chicken. You chicken. Get. Come on. What the?
You are hardly worthy of my fire.
That one hit me from the left-hand side. I didn't even see it come in.
Fight back. There is no honor in slaughter.
Yeah, this is no good. I can't move right. Missiles won't fire. This is going to be difficult to do. How is it my missiles won't fire is what I don't understand. They won't fire. It's my number lock?
You are hardly worthy of my fire.
Yep, there it is. I hit number lock somehow. Yeah, this is not great. I don't know how I'm going to win this one. Nope. This is going to be fun. There's only 3 of them. But I can't lock on them. My guns. Jeez Louise. Let's start over. I stink at this game.
Good to see a friendly ship.
Nope, I'm not wasting time with you, pal. I'm gonna have to burn missiles. That's the only way to do this here. Get into the fight, burn the missiles, and just try and bring the numbers down quickly. Very frustrating. Not a good start. Already taken a hit to the front armor. Can't really do that again. Oh, that sound. I hate that sound. I don't want to waste missiles on Talons if I can help it, because they're Talons. They're crappy ships. You can usually pound them down with a couple of the Tachyon blasts. The problem is they're so many in number sometimes, and when they get on your butt like this, they just don't let up. It's like they don't have to worry about engines and shields and stuff. They just shoot as many as they want to shoot. It's frustrating. I have to scatter these guys. Once again, we fight. Line up. And here we go. Back to getting to Gamma.
You're about to suck void, buddy.
Dude, I am so mad right now, you don't even know. I am mad. Not one of these shots is connecting. It's amazing. Hey, enough of your crap. Die, die, die. Where are you hiding? Come here, punk. Okay. Nothing to worry about here. Okay, let's get through this one. Try and do it without crashing. Ooh, I got hit by a rock. That's not good. Didn't get hit in the armor still, thank goodness. I just don't want to waste my time with Drouthy. I don't want to waste my time with him. Why? I'll fight him on the way back anyways, most likely. So, fight only when you need to. You know, beyond that, if you want to fight, if you love wasting your time and doing that, more power to you. It's just, to me, it's more risk, and it's not worth it because you're not getting anything out of it, you know? Unless you enjoy the fight, which some people do. Me, I want to accomplish the mission, so I'm focused on that. Here we go, more Drouthy. So here's where I made the mistake last time. I didn't use my missiles fast enough. I think this time I'm going to go right into it. Try and get this guy, get lucky here. There we go. Just getting one guy off of your butt increases your odds of survivability, so this is now I've only got 2 to deal with here. He took me down, I took him down. Just when you think they're going to pull up, and they don't. Now you little pest. Got another fight coming up. Here we go. Let's not make another mistake here. Let's get right into it. These guys are going to be tough. There's 4 of them at least. And they're already hitting me. How are you not connecting? Alright, alright. If I can take one out here, it would be awesome. Come on, get closer. Good. Now let's try and not use missiles if we can help it. Got at least 3 more to deal with here. Don't hit any rocks either. No more rocks. Good. Yeah, hit some rocks. That's cool. I'm just gonna throw a missile at you. Ow! That dude ran right into me.
Worthy of my fire.
He literally smashed right into me. You guys are gonna pay for that. That hurt. Wow, that hurt. How did I not get through to him? Die. Lousy freaking cat. So once again, I have the armor problem in the front. I'm still trying to make it in there. There is a quote.
Battered human, yet unbeaten.
There is a quote in Wing Commander 3, I believe it is, that one of the pilots says, it's your wingman. His name is Vaquero. I love flying with him on missions because whenever you send him off to attack the Kilrathi, you just tell him to break an attack. He just, or if he kills a Kilrathi, that's another one. If he kills one, he'll just say, "Eat shit and die, gato." One of the best video game lines I have ever heard in my life. All right, well, aside from the front armor, we're okay. Well, we're actually going to make it to Delta Prime this time. Now, if I got to stay alive long enough to get back to Delta and hightail it home. Now I got to make sure I have the guide ready, just in case. Wow, I don't have a fight for once. Whoa, what is this? Unknown. Communicate. Anyone at home? Or, okay, you filthy bugs, fork over the goodies. Let's go a little closer, shall we? Let's try again. We have to get it closer. Actually, I think we have to land at this one, if I'm not mistaken. So this looks to be a derelict Steltek ship of some sort. And it's a big one. It's a big capital ship of some sort. So we're going to go in for a closer look. There's the auto landing music, of course. We're going to take in and land on the big derelict Steltek ship. So here's our ship here. There's a derelict fighter here. A little music here. Not a lot. Gives you that sense of alienness. So this is the derelict Steltek fighter, and what you're supposed to find on this, when you move your mouse around, is the derelict weapon. So that is a Steltek cannon. Back to your ship. Can we actually... We can save it here. I'm going to do that. Yeah, let's do that. I thought about saving in a different spot, but I think we're good. What I'm curious about now is, do we get refueled or not? I don't think we do. So now we're supposed to launch. I guess we do get refueled. How about that? Let's do this. Just get myself straightened out here. Got our afterburners again. Let's head to our nav point. Okay. So I was wrong. It's not a short jump to Delta like I thought it was going to be. I was hoping there would be another nav point where we could just jump to Delta, but now we have to go all the way back 3, 4 jumps to Ryganen at least. And we do have to go to Ryganen first. We do have the Steltek gun mounted. How about that? See a little green fire on the very left port outboard? Curious to see how that works in battle. Well, I don't want to find out on this battle, honestly. I'm at Gamma, I want to go to Beta. Whoa.
You are hardly worthy of my fire. Fight back. There is no honor in slaughter.
Yeah, well, I don't want to fight today. What did it do? It locked up? That's weird. Why did it lock up? I think it's because I'm about to hit that asteroid and it just doesn't know what to do here. Okay, great. So it's locked. I shall be right back. I'm going to go ahead and restart the game, and we'll pick it up from that save. Thank goodness I saved at this point. So give me 1 second, guys. All right, back, and let's see if this works now. Got sound, that's good. Got afterburners, that's good. Get out of here. Guns are active. Ah. I still have missiles. I should use them. So I think what I'm going to try and do is fight my way through as much of this as I can. Like this spot, I think I'm going to fight my way out instead of trying to speed my way out. Oh, good, Drouthy.
You are hardly worthy of my fire.
Oh, they are on target.
You are hardly worthy of my fire. You are hardly
Shut up!
my fire.
Just shut up! Stupid punk-ass cats. And I'm a cat lover, too. How much of a jerk do you have to be if I'm calling you a punk? Listen, I have had enough of your junk. Now, you. One's making me mad. Stop running. You only die tired. Told you. don't have a lot of front armor. That's a bad thing. So let's try and stay alive here and not let them get through our shields. All right. Excuse me. Here we go. Are you gonna make me fight? Or can I just get through this? Can I really run? I guess I can. There's no rocks. No reason to fight then. Uh-oh. Yeah. So there's this guy too. You can't kill that guy. That's a Steltek ship. That little green and gray one there that's firing those crazy sounds. You can't kill him. Cannot do it. Not even with this Steltek gun that we have. Ouch. I knew I was going to run into that one. I don't want to lock onto him either, because it doesn't really help. I shouldn't be afterburnering, but I have to. I want to try and get out of here.
You are hardly worthy of my fire.
Jesus. So much for that. No, get off of him. Let's try and fight some of this. Doesn't look good. Don't look. Don't know shields. I can see why people rage quit this game. I really can. I can totally see why people rage quit this. Not me, though. I will not. Can't say I'm going to get through the last 2 missions here, but I'm not quitting this one. I already made it up. I've got my Steltek gun. Now I'm going to find my way home. That was a mistake. Yeah!
Fight back. There is no honor in slaughter. Fight back. There is no honor in slaughter.
Nope, not you.
Fight back. There is no honor in slaughter.
It would be nice if that Steltek fighter would actually fight these guys instead of me, but can't be that lucky.
You are hardly worthy of my fire.
I'm not wasting missiles at this point. I'm going right at it. What else we got? Go away! Oh boy. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Alien is angry.
I am battered human, yet unbeaten.
Ow! He really took me down hard. Get away from me. Good, he crashed. Let's get out of here. 7,500 away from this destination. Not good. Alien is angry. Run away. The game will not let you kill that alien. That's the thing. Now he's gonna pound on me here. Don't think he got through. I'm gonna do this little end around trick again, if I can. Don't think it's gonna let me though, because there's too many of these guys around. Oh, talons. I like talons. Those are easy to beat. Of course, I don't have a lot of shields here. Just wasted that missile. Get back here! Why are my shields not coming back? It's ridiculous how long they are taking to recharge. Yes, we want to head towards Nav 3, nice and easy now. 3 missiles left. Jeez. That is not good at all. When you consider that we're in beta, we have to get through Delta and into Ryganon. We're going to be doing a lot of running, I think. do 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 do. No, it's the Steltek again. I'm not sticking around, buddy. Oh, rats! I didn't want to go this way, actually. I want to get out of here. I didn't mean to go that far. But thank goodness there's no rocks around here. We're going to hightail it out and see if we can outrun this guy. We might not be able to. That's the Steltek fighter that's chasing us. Let's see how far away we can get from him. He's capable of keeping us in range, but not much further than that. So we might have to do this all the way to Delta here. It's not going to be fun. However, if we can get into Delta, and then get through Delta and into Ryganon, we're going to be in good shape. The one thing that's going to kill me on all these is those jump points that do have the asteroids. Those are the worst. Because you can't just fly through and rocket through fast, you know what I mean? Another Talon. I could probably outrun these guys. See how close we can get. I want to try and get on the other side of this jump bubble if I can. Yeah, go. You guys deal with that Steltek dude. Yeah, here they are again. Alright, let's run the Ryganon now. Any asteroids? I don't think I have asteroids in this jump point. There might be some in between, though. It's a Talon. Not worried about him. Just try and lose these guys as fast as we can. Okay. We are... Okay, we got him to deal with. Okay, alright. Bye. We got the... looks like more Talons behind us. So we're gonna run for it. Oh, crap. I messed up. I messed up. He's right there at the jump point, too. That stinks. I think I caused enough confusion to have them to try it. By the time they were able to redirect their guns on me, I was able to jump out of there, thankfully. Give me 1 second here. I knew it. Lost my afterburners again. That's what I get for alt-tabbing. Can't get it back. This is no good. I gotta figure this out before... There we go. We're close. Just gotta get to Ryganon here. Too many asteroids, man. Okay, cross your fingers. Hopefully we can make it to the base without too much trouble. Oh,
Good to see a friendly ship.
yeah. Unknown. What are you, nuts? Who are these guys? Back off before I get mad. Can't we all just get along? Bye.
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
Save that thought, lady. We're landing. Save. Okay. Let's fix our ship. It's been beat up all the heck right now. They will not let you sell that Steltek cannon. We did lose a tachyon cannon. That's fine. Let's go buy our missiles back up. Can't live without those.
Well, how did it go?
Pulled it off, naturally. What else did you expect?
Well, no offense intended. I suppose you want to be paid for pushing back the frontier for all mankind.
Not to be crass, but yeah.
Here it is. Last payday. Don't drink it all at once.
Yeah, well, I guess that wraps up my stint in the ES. Taryn, it's been fun.
Yeah, too much fun can kill you.
Yeah, that's why I'm heading out before it becomes a joy. Take care.
You too.
You know, I kind of detected some romantic interest between those two. It's kind of surprising that that didn't end in a different way. I was hoping for a little more flirty banter there. All right. So now, I'm going to save once more. Now that we're fully repaired. The next thing we need to do is go to a mining base that's not, or not to go to Perry Naval Base, but to go to any mining base other than Ryganon. And according to the guide, we'll find Sandra Gooden, who's an attaché to Admiral Terrell. Which we ought to be able to do. This shouldn't be terrible. I don't really need to do... We don't need to do a mission. We got plenty of credits. We don't have any need to buy anything, so let's just launch.
How's it going, friend?
Alright, hold on. Take care, Foxfire. Have yourself a great evening. From Palin. I think Tingerhoff? Well, no wonder that's difficult, because you can't really get to another mining base. Zaitani, Palin, which is refinery or the agricultural. Then you got Tingerhoff, agricultural or refinery. That's a refinery. You're supposed to go to a mining base? We could probably try and make it to Nexus, but I think I'm going to slow roll it, honestly. According to this, well, right now we're just facing random stuff. We're not really on a mission yet. But we do want to try and get to Gooden at least, just to direct us to Admiral Terrell, just for the story's sake. You don't have to. This is kind of really an optional mission. But really, right now, you don't have a direction, so this helps you reestablish that direction as to where you want to go in the galaxy. Oh, they're firing at the Steltek guy, huh? You know, just because. Ugh, this game. Just find me a lock onto this thing. Get your butt off of me. So here is the Steltek ship, and you can see there are other ships. There's a Gladius right there. That's Confed. And they're firing at this thing. We could try and fire at it if you want, just to see what it will and will not do. Yeah, I'm not even making a dent in his shields. He moves pretty quick, too. So we are out of here. I'll let the Confeds deal with that guy. Hightailing it to Palin. Please don't make me auto afterburner this. Looks like I'm gonna have to. Strap yourselves in for 5 minutes of this crap. He just stays just enough in range. Oh boy. Whoa. Not good. Not good. And we've got Talons to deal with too. One less Talon. I don't want to afterburner through this. I don't want to afterburner through this. Leave me alone, punk. Now run. I do not want to afterburner here if I can help it. I do love the sound of that Steltek ship. Because that's the sound of him firing. It is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Almost like Predator or something. He is eating up my shields, though. I don't... Well, like that. That's not good at all. Ow! Punk, get out of here. Alright, so what I want to do is just land at a station. Just to get a break from this. Save it, and then try and get to another station. Alright, we're out of the rocks. Let's keep running. Get away from him. Get away from him. Get away from him! No! This is a problem. Serious problem here. Fine, we'll shoot at you, bum. Fix my afterburners now. Now. Need afterburners fixed now. No. Come on, bot. Fix this stuff. This is hairy. Shields are almost back. And of course we have enemies to deal with. Doesn't surprise me in the least. Just gonna have to throw them off track here a little bit. So I can jump like this. Oof. He almost got through. I'm thinking we go to Basra real quick. Afterburners are getting healed here. Alright. Take a moment. Fix your stuff. There's our little alien friend. Yeah. This is what the mission is until you get to Perry Naval Base, really, is running. Because you cannot beat that Steltek drone.
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
Everybody else, you can still fight and kill. But you need to be able to get away from that drone until you get to Perry Naval Base. So let's do some quick repairs. I don't think I used any missiles, did I? Alright, so yeah. The attaché Gooden is not here. So we have to keep working our way towards a mining base of some sort. So we're going to try and head towards... I'm trying to head towards Nexus. Tinkerhoff is my next hop on this one. Excuse me. As long as I can stay out of the asteroids, I'll be fine. Oh good, no fights. Thank goodness. Oh, there's our friend. So we're at Tingerhoff. We're going to go for Nexus, because neither of these is going to help us. Get away from me. And more enemies. Never friends, only enemies. Poor afterburners, man. Getting a workout. Look, Gothry fighters. Look at that. That's fun. Alright, head toward the mining base. Oh, look at this. And we've got rocks. Great. That's a Talon? Alright, well, we'll play.
Damn!
Beg pardon. Come again? Oh, look, a Draymond! Kill it! Looks like our alien friend isn't around. That's good. So this should get us to the Gooden mission, which is just to get to Perry. See, that's the other funny part about that last cross mission, that Terran cross mission. He didn't once mention the Steltek gun, or the Steltek derelict, or anything. Don't you think that would have been important information for the exploratory service to know?
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
Again, dialogue that I thought was missing from that last cross mission. It seems like they just kind of wanted to wrap it up quick and then do this thing. We'll save this here. Didn't really take a hit there, so that's fine with us. There we are. Sandra Gooden.
I'm Captain Gooden, attaché to Admiral Terrell. We've been expecting you.
And yet no cake? I'm crushed. Excuse my flippancy, but it's not every day I have the honor of being arrested.
You're not under arrest, though we have all the evidence we need. What does the word smuggler mean to you?
It's an antonym for plausible deniability. Sorry, Cap. I won't say another word without my lawyer.
Relax. I'm only here to extend an invitation. You'll proceed to Perry Naval Base, where the Admiral will interview you personally.
Regarding...
Playing dumb, huh? Have it your way, then. We've traced a series of disappearing and destroyed ships to your movements. Looks like wherever you go, disaster follows. Tell me, are the Kolrathi paying you to test their secret weapon? Or do you merely keep the plunder?
I don't know what you're talking about, Cap.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to think about it, en route to Perry.
And if I don't want to go?
You don't have to. As I said, you're not under arrest. But something out there has the hots for you. Something nasty. And if you really don't know what it is, if you're as much in the dark as we are, maybe we can help each other out. How about it?
I'll hear the Admiral out, Gooden, but I don't like sleeping with the military.
You don't have to kiss us. Just grit your teeth and close your eyes. Better get a move on. You never know what's out there waiting for you.
Wow, she did him dirty. She did him dirty. Do one more save here. All right, so I'm getting close on time here. I'm going to go a little over because I am going to fly at least to Perry. I think that's a straightforward shot.
Good to see a friendly ship.
Who says I'm friendly? Nexus to Tingerhoff to Perry is the quickest route. Of course, I have to fly through rocks again. So, just a spoiler on this last mission that we're going after. This is the second to last mission right now. This is fly to Perry Naval Base. According to this, we're going to run into a bunch of retros and that Steltek thing. All we got to do is just run. Get to Perry Naval Base and talk to the Admiral Terrell. The last mission is a bit of a doozy because it's the last mission, right? You actually have to go to Blockade Point Tango. And if you look on the map, that's 2 jumps away from Perry. Yeah, it's going to be a tricky fight. I don't think I have enough energy in me tonight to try and tackle it. So what I want to do is at least get to the naval base, call it a night there. We'll finish this up hopefully next Sunday. I was hoping to finish it today, but oops. Again, I apologize, folks. My health is not 100%, and it hasn't been for a long time. I am doing what I can to try and mitigate things and to do better and to, try and fix whatever's wrong. I don't really know exactly what's wrong yet, so that's the trouble I'm facing. And until I figure that out, I'm going to be like this until we can make some actions here with my doctor. So, I'm going to have to kind of grind a little bit like this until I get to a point. Oh boy, this guy again. Wow, he took down my front shields hard. And he's got friends too. So, like I said, I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to do what I can. But until I fix myself physically, I'm going to be a bit out of sorts mentally and energetically as well. I mean, I just don't have it in me to keep doing all this. My inclination is to get more rest, to try and do what I can to heal, and that's what I'm going to do. So after I am done here, I'm going to probably go to bed just to make sure that I can, get enough rest for tomorrow and go away. Because I do want to take part in the festivities tomorrow with the eclipse and everything. I know I want to be there. I want to be present with my family. I don't want to be sidelined or feeling like crap. So,
Sinner, ready thyself for righteous retribution. We know you possess high-level alien devices, machines of damnable intent, for adding to the technological burden of mankind. The Church of Man condemns you. In the moments you have left to you, repent.
go away. You go fight that Steltek.
Maintain speed and course for contraband search. No contraband detected. You may proceed.
Alright, straight shot to parry here. Let's go. What? What did I run into? What was that? Did the thing ram me? No, it wasn't the stiletto. I don't know what the heck hit me. That was dirty. I'm just going to maintain a straight sprint after this here. Maneuvering jets are coming back online.
Now entering an automatic landing zone.
And we made it to parry. Thank goodness. First thing we're going to do is fix up our ship again. 1776. Wow. 3841. Wow, everything got hit hard. I don't even know what hit me. Like, I got slammed hard by something. Alright, so, next, we want Admiral Terrell's office right here. Oh, look at that. It is kind of a cool looking, like, scenery they've got for this one. I like the artwork for this. You've got a little bit of classic stuff with the old bookcases and the wood and stuff, and then you got a little touch of the modern with this display screen. A lone admiral behind his desk and all that. It does kind of strike you a little bit as like Star Trek Next Gen stuff, which is cool. I dig that. So let's go ahead and see what Terrell wants.
We don't have a lot of time, privateer, so let's cut the niceties. I'm Admiral Terrell, and the Confederation needs your help.
Gooden accuses me of being a kitty collaborator, and now you want my help.
Yes, well, Gooden has always been a little overzealous in executing her orders. We know you're not responsible for the destruction of our fleet, at least not directly.
Then what exactly do you want from me?
For quite a while, we've suspected the Kilrathi of having a secret weapon. There could be no other explanation for the havoc being wreaked upon our forces. This was confirmed recently when, using the path of destruction as a baseline, we drew a correlation between that course and your flight path. That correlation approaches unity.
You mean the thing that's following me around is a Kilrathi secret weapon?
Yes, for some odd reason, the thing is locked on to you. Maybe it's a flaw in the targeting algorithms, who knows? The point is, wherever you go, it shows up eventually, and that's why we need your help.
Are we talking bait here, Admiral? I've been jumping like crazy trying to keep ahead of this thing, and now you want me to stand still?
It's not like I'm asking you to slit your wrists. Commodore Reisman has assembled an entire fleet. Even as we speak, they stand ready to destroy the Kilrathi Marauder. All they need is for you to lure it into the ambush.
An entire fleet, huh? So why doesn't that make me feel better?
I could force you to do this, but I won't. The way I see it, you can either cooperate and let the fleet blast it to Kingdom Come, or you can keep running the rest of your life. To sweeten the deal, we'll throw in 30,000. So, what'll it be?
They're going to pay me to be bait? Why not? I do love the uniform. There's a lot I like about this. Like, it does look like a good, proper naval uniform. It reminds me of a little bit of the old Wing Commander stuff as well. You saw a lot of that in the original Wing Commander and subsequent sequels there. So, yeah, we got to take this.
Running has never been my style, Admiral. Deal me in.
Excellent. This should be the easiest mission you've ever flown. Simply fly to the ambush point at Blockade Point Tango, Nav 1. That's far enough away to minimize civilian casualties. Once there, all you have to do is kick back and wait. We'll do the rest.
I hope so, Admiral. I surely do hope so.
Alright, so, one last save here. So Blockade Point Tango is 2 jumps from here, if my calculations are correct. They think it's a Kilrathi secret weapon, but it's not. So let me give you the details on this. Of course, they think that, you know, the thing's locked on to me, so wherever I go, it's got to go. And they tracked all the destruction and stuff based on my flight path, which makes sense. I do like that story aspect of it. So the idea, of course, is to go to Blockade Point Tango, and then this Admiral's or Commodore Reisman's fleet will hopefully kill it. You know, the whole fleet of Confeds. I'll give you the details on this. So the drone is actually Steltek. It's not a Kilrathi secret weapon. It's the last remaining Steltek weapon. It's following the gun we picked up from that derelict, right? I don't want to go any further because I don't want to put too much spoilers on the last mission. But basically, there's going to be some more going on with that drone and the Steltek, and we'll have our final fight as well. Once we finish that mission next week, we'll have the end credits, which we'll sit through the end credits, because that apparently is another nice little feature of this game. And then hopefully we can look into the text adventure that they embedded into the files of this game as well. So that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. 21st Century Jedi, wishing you all the best for this week. Hoping you can beat the Monday Blues tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Fins up, bubbles up, as Jimmy Buffett always said. Tomorrow night, we will be doing probably more covert action. Wednesday, we will probably do our continuance of Pool of Radiance. And Thursday might be World of Warships, or it might be Fahrenheit 451. I couldn't do it this week because I wasn't feeling well. If I'm feeling up to it, I'll try and do Fahrenheit 451 or World of Warships on Thursday night. So take care of yourselves, guys. Really appreciate you watching tonight. Appreciate all the follows and everything. Have yourselves a great week. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Take care.